Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Lil Majin. Today we're gonna talk about my personal wish list for Armor King in the next patch, if there is one. I know he's like one of the most underrated characters in this game. You know, the whole community has pretty much dubbed him as, you know, trash or, you know, not good and all of that. But I think even though he's pretty valuable as he is, you know, I think that there are a couple of buffs that would be like some quality of life buffs. Stuff that, you know, looks like it would make sense. For example, starting with down forward 2. I don't think this move should be punishable without the second hit, you know, having some type of reward on counter hit. Like, of course, the first hit is pretty good. You know, if it hits the counter hit, it gets a pretty hefty chunk of damage, you know, with sidestep shining for 65. However, it's -12 if he stops right there. And if they try to punish it, the second hit does 9 points of damage on counter hit. It does nothing. So my first buff would be to make the second hit of down forward 2-1 hit just like back 1 on counter hit. So that would be a pretty significant buff. Of course, it wouldn't be a buff that would break him or make him, you know, overpowered or anything, but I think that buff would definitely change the meta, you know, and it'll make people respect his attacks a little bit more. Even like if this first hit whiffed, and you know they try to whiff punish it and then they get popped by the second hit on counter hit, you know, that'll be a launch. And another buff that I would like to see is a more consistent hitting combo from back 1 on counter hit. Like right now it's pretty inconsistent, like across the board, especially against like Armor King himself or King. It's really hard to get the flip over the way you want it. You might even have to like sidestep first, yeah. And even that, like down forward 1 whiffs randomly in combos. It happens a lot. Down forward 3, like after counter hit 4 neutral 2, down forward 3 whiffs against like big characters and such. Like it's impossible to land it on Fakam Ram. So I like more combo consistency as well as a buff. Like for pretty much everything. And as you know, back 1 definitely needs a consistency buff after it lands on counter hit. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get an easy, you know, combo from it. Of course, you know, however, I do want the 3+4 flip over to still be like the go-to extension for that combo, because it looks, you know, super cool and it's part of Armor King's identity, you know. So I don't want him to have a counter hit back 1 that has a hit stun like this, which is, you know, King's back 1 on counter hit. I want it to still stay like this, but whenever you do the flip, I want it to always go on the other side. They flip over correctly, you know, easy pickup with down forward 1 or jabs, whatever. You know, I want that type of consistency. Another buff that I think he really needs is forward 2-1. For whatever reason, you know, he didn't get the damage increase that King got. King's is now 37. You know, natural combo. But what I want for Armor King is for the second hit to be hit confirmable, just like how it is on counter hit. So counter hit, you see it's still a natural combo. I have the settings on guard all, and it's like a huge delay. What I want is for natural hit confirm. That will be, again, a pretty significant buff, but it wouldn't be broken, you know, it wouldn't be overpowered, but it'll be something that would, you know, differentiate his forward 2-1 from King's forward 2-1. because King has, you know, the Marduk extension, you know, that's pretty godlike. I just think Armor King's 4-2-1 shouldn't just be, you know, he has to go big or go home every time. Because I'm sure they're not gonna, you know, animate a new move, like a new mid that's like a kick or something, you know, that's unsafe. But yeah, definitely make it hit confirmable. That would be a pretty good buff. Yeah, another buff I would make for Armor King is to have his crouch dash 4 have more range and more active frames. If I remember correctly, I think Armor King's clothesline is like the only other move with a lot of active frames on it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but this move definitely needs more active frames and more range, because he's clearly still hitting, but it's whiffing though. Like a range increase for this would be godlike. And I know a lot of people are saying, you know, it comes out of wave dash, you can make it have as much range as possible, but I think just having just a little bit more range, it doesn't have to have a whole lot of range, but at least let it hit at range 2.5, you know, or 2.8, almost range 3. That would be a great buff for Armor King. Another buff I would make his while standing 1 have just a little bit more range and come out at 15 frames instead of 16. It has not the best range, and sometimes, like if you're blocking like a dragon tail or wipe the floor from Nina, Eddie's slippery kicks, if you're not point blank, it's going to whiff, and in some cases in point blank it's still going to whiff. You have to like really delay the timing. Whereas, you know, King, for the same moves except wipe the floor, he can do, you know, his gut punch, which is full crouch down forward 2, like instantly, and it'll punish. It has the range, you know, it's at range 3 almost. But Armor King's while standing 1, a definite range increase, that would be nice. Another change, I think, back 4. I don't understand why this move is -11. It shouldn't be punishable at all, because on hit, you know, it's just 35 compared to King's 38. And Oki is out of this world for Kings, and it's like nothing for Armor King. I think either a damage increase or safety. I'm more on the lines of a damage increase. Make it do a little bit more than King's DDT, because this is Stone Cold Stunner, guys. Come on. The move put away so many wrestlers. So I think it should at least do 40 damage. Give it a 5-point increase. That would be great. It's like a couple things, like back 2. I don't know why it doesn't have a hit spark to help you hit confirm it on counter hit, like forward 343, which was a great buff, a great addition to season 3. I think that back 212 should also have something like a hit spark, some kind of visual cue for it all to hit natural. And if not, then make it so that if the first 2 hits connect, then the 3rd hit gels, you know, because he doesn't have any mix up to the last hit. There is no mid extension, so I don't understand why they can duck it, you know, even if they get hit. You know, it's crazy. And you know, that's considering the second hit is unsafe on block, you know. It's just a lot. It's a lot. But again, all of these buffs, they will not overpower Armor King. I don't want too many buffs. I only want like a few like quality of life buffs. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Definitely, if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.